What's up, everybody? It's your boy Sparky CJ back again with another Poke Talk episode 23. But I have a special guest. Please introduce yourself.
Hey, what's going on? It's your boy Gangster here, coming at you guys with another Pokemon video with Sparky CJ.
Now today's topic is it was something me and Gangchichu was talking about. I think like at least about last month, something like that. And we was talking about the ultimate Pokemon game. So, Zach, you want to start us off?
Well, we think that it would be called Pokemon Rainbow version, and that you would be able to go to all the regions and be able to pick a starter Pokemon from every region.
And when you start the game, you have the choice to choose which region you want to start off with. And you have all five professors, because Professor Oak, it's Professor Oak, Professor M, Rowan, Broke, something like that, start with a B, I think. Birch, Juniper, and Sycamore. So, all six of them, you can choose which one. Then you start off with that region, and you can't go to no other region until you beat the Pokemon League for that specific region. Well, yeah, that particular region. Yeah.
And once you do beat the Pokemon League, all your Pokemon get put in the PC except for your starter, and then you move on to the next one.
And so on.
Like the anime.
But then also, I was thinking, because then, okay, let's say, for example, you choose Sinnoh. You beat Sinnoh, and your starter is, let me say, I know you say you like Turtwig, right?
Yeah.
So you got Torterra going in with you. Now for you, what would be your second region of choice to go into next?
Mine would probably be probably Hoenn.
Okay, now you go into Hoenn and you choose your starter. Now after you beat the Pokemon League, after you beat the Pokemon League in Hoenn, now do you keep both starters with you, or now you choose which one to deposit? So now you're carrying another starter into the next region. How you would think that? How you want that to go? Like either carry both of them, or just still stick with one, like Ash does in anime.
I would say that you can pick which one to keep with you. Like, instead of just keeping a starter, I think that you should pick any Pokemon that you have to take with you.
I like that.
Like you can pick your favorite out of all your Pokemon, and then that's the one that you stick with.
Like for me, I would like to start off in Johto. And then after I beat that, my choice of second one, I think it'll either between Hoenn or even Kanto. And what I also would like is the Heart Gold feature with the Pokemon chilling outside the Pokeball.
Yeah.
I would love that feature in 3D. I mean, as we kind of mentioned before, not mentioned before in this video, but you guys we talked about for Kalos, we wanted that 3D feature. It looked so cool.
We want that back. Everybody wants that feature back.
Okay, now also another thing about when you talk about going to another region, that certain Pokemon from other regions can be caught in. I think it started from starting in Johto. You can catch Kanto Pokemon. So I mean, I was thinking that they could change that to make it where when you go into a region, you can only catch that region's Pokemon, so you won't be like, oh, I might as well go to Kalos and I can catch every single Pokemon. Because I think that would defeat the purpose of this particular type of game.
Well, maybe it could be like you could catch those Pokemon and the Pokemon that were in your the region that you previously visited.
Yeah.
Because think about it, Kalos only added 75 Pokemon.
Yeah. Then a whole bunch of makers.
Yeah. So there would be nothing to catch.
You'd be like, oh yeah. Be like, oh man, I don't have your team is limited. Don't have any different types and stuff like that to choose from. Be like, you know what? I'll just stick. Try to catch your other Pokemon from. What am I talking about? But another thing, I think it was something we mentioned about the league to where you take on, I think, all champions, all six. Well, actually, it's five. Is it five champions? Yeah, because Gary 2 times / Blue.
It's Lance in the second gen.
Yes, Lance. My bad, it's Lance. So you got Blue, Lance. You got Brandon.
But there are 2 champions in Holland. There's Steven and there's Wallace.
Oh yeah, for Pokemon Emerald.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, with that, it could be where you take on your standard Pokemon, the standard Elite Four, and then you take on the Elite Four, not the Elite Four, the champion for that region. But I think it could be some type of, I guess it'd be a side quest, a side mission, how you want to call it, and where you take on all champions, like in a tournament, like, okay, I take on you first, and I take on you, I take on you. But this time, their teams are like a way stronger, fully evolved, or anything like that.
Like the Pokemon World Tournament from Black and White 2.
Yeah.
I love that. They should bring that back.
And another thing is, I had just thought about this. To boost the level cap, to go beyond level 100.
Yeah, they would have to. How would you keep your Pokemon in check of levels?
Cause you would think by the time you get done with, let's say, by the time you get done with at least 2 to 3 regions, well, I say 2 regions, your Pokemon's probably at level 100. So I mean,
yeah, but even think of Ash and his Pikachu, but that's what we're going off of this idea, is how he goes between the regions. Pikachu seems to get a level restart every time he goes through a new region.
Goes right back down to level 5, maybe.
Yeah, because after Johto, his Pikachu should be able to wipe the floor with everybody in Hoenn.
Just Thunderbolt everybody, Thunderbolt.
And I think that if you made if in the games you made the Pokemon reset their levels, that's not going to go over very well with a lot of people.
And so, if they were to boost the level cap, you got 6 regions. So I'm trying to think, I wouldn't say the highest would be level 600, because that is way too much experience points. But
over 9,000.
Yeah, but especially for, I think, pseudo legendaries, they need a lot more experience, so it'll take forever.
Well, if they were going to do that, then you would have to introduce some way to level up quickly.
Like a updated version of the Lucky Egg, where instead of is it ×2 or something like that?
I think so. I feel like what they should do though, you know how super training is a thing?
Yeah.
Well, maybe do one of those, but for experience.
Yeah, because you also think that you could also have higher IVs. Cause I know where the max is 31. It can go up to freaking, you can say 50. So now it's every Pokemon's stats will be incredibly high.
The battles would intensify. I'll use that word.
Ooh, even a Pokemon like Blissey, you would think. Imagine how much HP you would have.
No, I might be kidding. That would be over 9,000.
And then playing on handheld, and let's say Blissey got just like you say, 9,000 HP. It's gonna take so long, that HP will be dropping so slow. You'd be like, I'm gonna be here forever.
Oh god. Imagine if Pokemon had a speed up button. Like the emulators.
Well, I mean, I think wasn't something. I think it was someone they found a way to hack the handheld or something like that. And had a little. They made a speed up button for I guess alpha someone to buzz L or R or something like that. But I guess going back to the level cap thing, I would think that, let's say each region you go to is 50. You can go up to another 50 levels at least. So you'll think by the time you get done, instead of level 600, you have at least level 300 or maybe a little bit. So it'll be a little bit, I don't know, it's a little bit easier or something like that. And then you got what you about to say?
I was gonna say that when you're out in your adventure, for every level that you get on your Pokemon, then the Pokemon in your PC should also level up, because you're going through all these regions. when you eventually go and pick them back up for what we're talking about, like if you were to go pick them back up, eventually they would be so underleveled.
Oh man, that would be like, good lord, like level 40, and you're taking on level 130. They're like, that's not gonna work.
We're like talking about the starter. What about Pokemon that we're catching and leaving behind?
The HM slaves. Wait a minute, you don't really need them though, but yeah, I get what you're saying though.
Yeah, 8 gems should be turned into items.
And then speaking of items, I mean, they can make a whole bunch of new items. I wouldn't say new Pokemons, but I guess this will help them make more evolutions for the older Pokemons.
Triple type Pokemon.
Oh, speaking of, you said type. The other thing we talked before this video was the more moves that are like, I guess, 2 typings in 1. Okay, you got Flying Prayers. I think is that the only one that's like flying. It's flying and fighting at the same time. I think that's the only move that's double typing. Whoa, not double typing, but
It's not double typing. It's super effective on both those types. Like, it's super effective on fighting Pokemon and normal types. But there's also the move Freeze Dry, which is an ice type move that's super effective on water type Pokemon.
You know that particular move makes sense because I think it's like liquid nitrogen that can freeze someone. Yeah.
Yeah, dry ice.
Yeah, dry ice.
And speaking of types, what you should be able to do is like combo moves. Okay, lightning travels through water. So what you would do is you would use your surf or whatever, cover the whole area in water, and then you would use thunder, and then that would, no matter what, as long as you hit the water, it'll travel through all the water, therefore hitting the target.
And even if the Pokemon's not even a water type, it's drenched in water, so it's gonna be super effective.
Yeah. And then I was thinking you could use Rock Slide, create a fence around the Pokemon, and then just use a fire blast straight down the hole. Like you know how in the anime when a Pokemon's using Dig all the time, they'll just say use your range whatever, they use flamethrower in the hole.
Yeah.
And then just shoot up the other Pokemon.
Yes, instead of missing, you'd be like, you know what? I'm gonna target a hole and hope I can still hit the Pokemon.
Well, you're bound to. There's nowhere else for it to go.
But then, when you think about that, because what I'm trying to imagine is I guess the format of the game, because you got poke and fighter, which you can you run around. So you would think this particular game would have to have graphics, something like Pokemon Stadium, but obviously not like that type of graphics. But you got, I guess it's more like you can see the whole field.
What I'm thinking is in the back, okay, this would take years to actual program for models of everything, but when you battle, all battles are like that. That's how you would do your combo moves and everything.
I would like the main character to at least talk. He just sits there and everybody talks for him.
How? But no. Choices, what are they called? Who made Mass Effect?
Mass Effect? I don't even know. I don't know. It's Xbox, right? The Xbox.
Bio something.
Oh, BioShock.
No,
Bye.
This is gonna eat at me all night.
Infinite. BioShock Infinite.
I can't remember what it's called. Somebody tell me. But what they do is in their games, you have a choice of 3 speech options, but yet they all eventually end up saying the same thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Ooh, an option where you can choose to dodge. You know what? I'm not going to attack this turn. I'm going to dodge.
Yeah, just bait him out. It's like a protect, but it relies on your speed.
And it has a certain percentage that you will successfully dodge the move. I don't want it to be 100%, so it'd be broken Dodge.
I would say that it would have to depend on the other Pokemon speed and the move that they're using. Like, you can't dodge an earthquake. Because, like, if you were to dodge an earthquake, they jump up, you hit them while they're in the air, and they can't do anything.
I'm trying to think of anything else.
Now, obviously, this is really, really unbalanced. Oh, it's BioWare. I'm thinking of BioWare.
But I know this type of game. I mean, yeah, it'll take a long time to make, but also it'll take a long time for someone to beat.
Yeah, it'd be like, unless you're like speedrunners, who I don't want to be a speedrunner.
Because I know when Pokemon X and Y, not X and Y, Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire thing, when Oros came out, a lot of people wanted to stream. So imagine this type of game. I mean, you can stream it, but you'd be like, you have to stream. I mean, be like 5 hours, 6 hours a day just to try to speed run and try to quickly beat the game.
Could there be like 6 Pokemon games in one? That'd be freaking amazing.
And we think that this will be a perfect game to end the series, well, end the franchise as a whole.
This would obviously though have to be like a console game because there's no way the handheld could run this.
It's gonna crash.
It's gonna crash every time you try to play it. Yeah, you have to like merge like your Wii U with your Xbox or whatever just to make it run.
Oh, speaking of that, I know the GameCube had like a little thing where you can I think it had like an attachment you can attach to, and I think it was for the
George Mess?
No, I think for the game. No. Because like Pokemon Coliseum.
Yeah.
And it was a device. It was a device used to transfer Pokemon from Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire to Coliseum.
Oh, yeah, Pokemon Battle Revolution had that too.
I think that's the only way you was able to get Jirachi, I think. Or Celebi. Yeah. I think Jirachi actually.
Oh yeah. Imagine if you could transfer your old Pokemon onto that game. After you beat one region, I think that a lot of this extra stuff that we're talking about would open up.
You have unlocked this and this and this.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
And they're all, I thought that's one thing I think we forgot is about the storyline, how that will kind of play out. It's either it's going to still be the same story for each region, or will they kind of intertwine?
I feel like there should be one big story, or at least a bunch of mini ones that lead up to one big one.
And you have either all the champions meet up in one place. What is going on here?
Well, I'm gonna cut you off before you go any farther. There has to be character customization.
Oh yeah, it has to be.
And you have to be you should be able to pick your body type. You shouldn't have to be a 10-year-old kid. You should be you. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, raise my age difficulty so I look somewhat older in the face.
A color, not color, a skin thing to kind of.
Your skin tone.
Yes, thank you. So that it was X and Y had pale, and then just had
dark skin.
Tan,
a little bit.
And then a lot tan, not a lot tan. It wasn't really that dark.
It was a little bit brownish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm fine line right now.
And then you have all the evil organizations teaming up. Team Rocket might go over there and talk with Team Aqua.
Yeah. It's just there are all these bosses just right in front of you. And then that's the moment where you can pick out any of your old Pokemon just to fight them. Use your favorite Pokemon that you've accumulated over the time.
I choose you. Ooh, the horde battles. I would like to instead of having 1 against 5, let me send out probably another Pokemon so it's 2 against 5 against a horde battle.
Because it's so annoying just waiting for all them to attack. You attack, you kill one, and then there's there's like this 4 things just going on.
Dang it. What's the other thing? It was. I was about to say something. It was about the. Yeah, I think it was something. It was something about the bosses. Oh man, what was it?
I remember.
Not the bosses, but the leaders, the organizations.
I think that like the champions should come and help you out.
Oh yeah, and you can probably. I guess you can. Cause then wait a minute, cause you have Team Rocket. Then you go to Team. I mean, you got Aqua and Magma. Then you got.
Two.
That's yeah.
Which there's 2 of them, which means that covers Johto not having one.
Yeah. Oh yeah, with Team Rocket, yeah. And then you got Galactic, and then you got Plasma, and then you got Flare.
Yeah.
So that's what? Is that 5 or 6? Good
That's
lord.
6.
That's 6. So you got those 6 guys.
6 champions, and then there's like one like guy who we have not seen ever yet, and that's the one that you fight.
He'd be like this misery, like no one knows about. He just come out and know and be like, the whole time I had all these organizations work for me. Oh my goodness!
I want Cynthia to fight by my side.
Shai, will you help me? Cynthia, for you, I'll do anything.
Cynthia's a badass. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I is. I figured out what I was about to say. It was about online to be able to. I guess you can also go side by side with somebody that's let's say, but if where you have to be like I guess in the same area doing the same storyline. I don't. Oh, that'd be that probably won't work good enough.
Okay, PokeMMO, like it should be like that style.
Well, I can see all you guys. Just hope that my internet can handle it. But it's gonna be on the console, so it'll be a lot faster than on the handheld, the DS. But I think it's everything. I mean, I can't really think of anything else. I mean, I guess you could say you can choose which main character you want to use. All the protagonists in the game.
Like that'd be like your base model.
Yeah, and then you can customize from there. Then you got all the rivals. Cannot forget about them.
I completely forgot about rivals.
Cause you got obviously you got Blue who becomes champion. You got Silver. I think it's his name. Yeah, I think they call him. No, his name is Silver. It is Silver.
Yeah, it's Silver.
Yeah. Then you got either Brandon or May. Which one? Either or.
I think that like for this game though they would go with Wally.
Yeah, you cannot forget about Wally. And you would think Wally might be a lot older than what he is. Like I know he's older. Well, he seems older in Oras. You would think this game he might be at least close to his 20s. Be a lot taller, rocking a beard.
This takes place like well in the future. No, not well, like a few years at least.
And then you got Barry with Diamond and Pearl with those 2 characters. And, everything else. I mean, with the gym leaders, I mean...
Oh, right. Which gym leaders... Oh, wait. They would use the gym leaders that are, like, newest. Like, they would use, like, the black and white 2 gym leaders. They would use Janine instead of Koga.
Oh yeah, I see what you're getting. Because then when the remake, not the remake, but the next, the remake of, well, it's not actually Black and White wasn't a remake, but it's that 2 is brought in different models and then like more other gym leaders that took place of the older ones.
Yeah.
Koga gets replaced from his daughter.
How long have we been talking about this for?
It's been close to 25 minutes. But now, I don't think there's nothing else we can talk about. I mean...
What you guys think else should be in this game in the comments below.
With the title, you said Pokemon Rainbow. We also mentioned, we didn't mention, but we also we talked about calling it Pokemon Generations. But isn't there something already called that?
Yes. Like, I tried to play it, but I couldn't.
You can call it Pokemon All Stars.
Yes. That's amazing.
Like Pokemon Destiny. I don't know.
Wait, who would be the mascot?
That is another thing. Who will be this ultimate mascot of the game?
Arceus himself. Arceus' Mega Evolution.
Oh, that could be the main. That could be the main legendary of this game. Where like
That could be like the main thing that the bad guys are trying to achieve. Arceus' primal form.
And just imagine how that would look like. Then he controls all typings. Oh my goodness.
Like he is all typed.
But I think now there's nothing left. Again, what Zach said, Gangsta Chew. You guys let us know what y'all think about this ultimate Pokemon game. Give you all types of thoughts, your own opinions on it. Like, subscribe, check out Gangsta Chew's channel. Will be linked in the description below. And we'll catch you guys later. Deuces.